Hey guys, I'm Mo back again. Welcome to day 2 in the life of the OnePlus Open. I almost said Fold again. This is actually an expanded version of day 1 because my last day 1 video was the unboxing with some initial impression. But today I'm going to go into more detail. I'm actually recording this video using the OnePlus Open's main camera. And just to give you some insights on how to handle it, it's kind of a funky process, because you have to open up the camera, and then on the top corner, if you want to preview yourself, you can hit preview, then you can turn your phone around and then see yourself. But after you preview yourself, you have to figure what to do after that, because I guess in theory this ability will be easier for people to frame themselves. If you're doing a group picture, maybe taking a picture of a group, they can see themselves inside. But if you want to use it as a tripod and start recording, it gets awkward because you have to have the phone basically open flat. You can't just turn it to a tent mode, because then the screen's gonna face at an angle and you can't really see yourself while you're recording. And so that process is really weird. Although one thing I would recommend is maybe add another screen underneath the camera lens. That way you can preview yourself and turn the phone into tent mode. But then that would mean you would have an insane 4-side screen phone, which isn't the worst thing in the world. But my solution to use the main camera and is to basically prop itself flat up. I just have it resting on top of my laptop, leaning against my monitor, so this works for me. Although I do have the bumper case on, maybe it does give it some grip, which allows it to stay still. But if I had the phone by itself, I would imagine it might be a little slippery and hard to accomplish. So here's a video demo for you guys, and I'm gonna edit the audio on this one using Adobe Podcast AI, because if I just use the audio from the phone, it's sitting on top of my laptop and the fan is really loud. In my day 1 video, I just use both of my videos unedited, just in terms of video and audio quality, so you're gonna hear a lot of background noise, but I'm gonna try to clean it up. So this is kind of a funky dilemma with all these bigger folding phones. If you want to use it as a tripod, it gets awkward to preview yourself. And as I'm saying this, after recording this video for about 2 minutes, my screen just turned off to say battery, which isn't what I want, and it's not really ideal. It is still recording. At least you guys get to see live time some of the technical issue I encounter when recording these videos. At least on the Galaxy Z Fold 5 and the Pixel Fold, I don't have this issue. If I start off using the preview screen and record a video, it would just record all the way through, versus it just turning into a dim screen. Now I can't really see myself while I'm talking anymore. And I also lose the timer that I was originally looking at. At least I can monitor how long I'm recording and things like that. So not a fan of this outer preview screen. It's probably ideal just for taking a quick photo, but videos and vloggings, apparently it just turns off on its own. And when you try to turn it back on, you can only see it on the other side. You can't see it on this side. I guess it's OnePlus's way of preserving battery. But before jumping to day 2 in the life with this phone, just want to give a quick shout out to my partner Mint Mobile. Currently, you can get smartphone plans for as cheap as $15 a month, and this gives you access to really fast 5G data and also unlimited talk and texts. And for a limited time only until the end of December, if you buy 3 months of Mint Mobile plan, you get another 3 months free. This is the best offer of the year, so make sure to check them out. Link in the description below. Started my day at around 2 p.m. Charged it from 1% all the way to 100. It took about an hour, maybe a little bit less. And first day with the phone is just setting it up. Took about 30 minutes to transfer all the data over from my Pixel 7a. And one thing I noticed that when I had this screen, my first impression when I look at it, it feels a little bit duller. This thought never really came across my mind. I was using the Pixel 8 before. I have Galaxy phones all day. But for some reason, when I use the OnePlus, I don't know why the screen just doesn't look as bright or sharp. So I went to play in the setting. I turned the screen mode to vivid. Maybe I'm more of a vivid person compared to natural. Is this a personal preference? Doesn't really bother me. My eyes adjusted after a few hours or so, but my first impression after using it, it does look more dull. So I turned up the brightness as to match the intensity of my Galaxy S22, but just something quick that I wanted to point out. Then I went to take it for a spin, slapped it in my car mount, which also serves as a wireless charger, but the OnePlus Open does not have wireless charging. Doesn't really bother me because most of the phones that I use that does have wireless charging, I typically just get 1% or 2%, or maybe I lose 1% or 2% while I'm driving. So it doesn't really make a big difference either way. By 3 p.m., my phone is at 95%. So far, battery looks like it's handling itself pretty well, looking promising there. And just customizing the apps on this phone is pretty easy. I like that I can just drag and drop the apps without much work. But when I try to drag and drop apps on Galaxy phone, it gets weird because you have to hold it longer. And then, I don't know, it's a really funky process. Sometimes you gotta press a button to locate the app. It's just not very smooth. I feel like the OnePlus implementation is smoother. You can just drag and drop it. Versus the Galaxy, I feel like there's a lot of friction with the way they implemented their drag and drop feature, and you have to reach more and drag it around more just to place it wherever you want. You can hit add to the home screen, but sometimes it doesn't land where you think it will land. So little things like that just makes it more confusing. Snap a quick photo of this phone, record a video as well. It looks fine, no complaints on my end. I know Galaxy, Pixel, iPhones generally have the best camera. OnePlus haven't really been known for the camera, but I guess in this particular photo, the middle looks okay. Not sure why the edges are blurry. Could be a me problem. Maybe I put the lens too close. But I will take more photos and videos over the next few days. This phone's only IPX8, so it's only water resistant to a small degree. Splash proof and everything is fine. You wouldn't be able to submerge in the pool for half an hour or anything like that compared to the Galaxy Z Fold. So once again, folding phones, really expensive, still cutting corners in terms of not having all the best features that you would typically see on the flagship phone. For example, missing wireless charging, missing dust and full water resistance. And then by 9 p.m., getting ready for bed, phone is at 54%. So in about 7 hours, it dropped 50%. I'm just watching videos, driving around using GPS. Next morning, 4:33 a.m., woke up. It is at 44%. So lost roughly 10% of battery overnight, which is pretty solid. 1% or so an hour. In the morning, eating my cereal, watching YouTube. Then I went to work out. It's nice having a larger screen to work out and follow along. I just have this on the floor or on top of my air purifier, and it worked out pretty well. Not that you can't do this with any other smaller phone, but it just makes life a little bit easier on a larger phone and more enjoyable. And by 11:20 a.m., phone is at 3%. So in terms of battery life, you're getting 21 hours and 15 minutes of battery life, 5.5 hours of screen on time. You can see here most of my usage is from YouTube. I play some Pokemon trading card game using Chrome just to web search. Not quite the 24-hour battery life, but it is pretty close. It's nice that I can sleep overnight and the phone is not completely dead when I wake up. So at least on the surface, it seems like it would last at least a full day under light usage, and it might be a better battery life than the Pixel Fold and also the Z Fold 5. I'll do some more extensive testing, of course, but just another quick preview on day 2 in the life of this phone. Let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, concerns, anything else you want me to cover. Remember to check out day 1 with the unboxing video you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.